Welcome to Masters of Max, a mobile app experience podcast. Please welcome your host, Tom Buda, Chief Strategy and Marketing Officer at Airship.
Welcome to Masters of Max. We have a great guest today, Hao Xie from Booking.com. A different kind of experience that we're bringing to the podcast today, someone that truly comes from the design world.
Thank you, Tom.
So tell me about what attracted you to join there.
Yeah, I think in general, the position at Booking.com attracts me because it was a great opportunity to build things from scratch again. So you might notice I like building things from scratch.
You're a builder.
And it has been great so far. I love it. And so the building things from scratch part is definitely very exciting. So I got to push a lot of things in a team, such as accessibility, and we run experiments to validate our decisions. And also, because Booking.com is a quite mature tech company, we got a lot of resources available for us to build the right product.
So you mentioned before, you used the words native. I think you talked about creating a native ad funnel.
Yeah, so native for us, meaning we are building the app based on the native technology on the platform. So from native iOS and native Android platform. So we want to harness all the possibilities that native platform can provide for us to create a seamless experience for the user. And for us, the decision was quite straightforward because Booking.com has other business as well. And we already have a native app running for years. And other parts of business are already having the native flow already. It's only that for our attraction flow, it was native. So the decision was straightforward. Just need to replace the whole our attraction flow was web-based. So the decision was straightforward. We just need to replace the web view flow with a native flow. Because if you bring better experience for the user, it can also bring better business results, of course. For me, the choice between native and the web view really depends on the budget and the purpose of the flow. We'll see that there's still places for web view in the app. For example, sometimes you might have different pages which are not often used by users. Maybe they are completely for content display. I don't know, maybe something many people even don't care about. You could maybe use a web view to make it easier, also make it more dynamic so the content can update easier, more frequently based on the situation. And also right now, the information can pass on from native to web also has improved. You can actually pass on a lot of information. But still, I think for a enterprise, especially the size at Booking.com, we aim for native because it just can create a much more smooth experience for the users.
Do you think this is something that other companies will follow in terms of a best practice, optimizing more for native where it makes sense?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the size of company and also the budget and the goal, because I could imagine for for example, a startup, they might not have all the money in the world and they want to quickly test the idea via mobile app. They might want to choose other framework to quickly deliver the app first, either native or other framework, which might be cheaper or because it requires less development work.
You talked about the importance of experimentation. So can you just tell us a little bit more about that and why it's important and how you go about it?
Yeah. At Booking.com, we put everything through the lens of experimentation. We run tests on everything we put on our products because by this, we can really know the impact to the actual users. And so we can also get a more data-informed decision based on experiments. So we don't just say, okay, this is nice feature, we think it's nice, just release it to see what users say or do about it. We also have pretty mature structure for running experiments at Booking.com. So we really look at how each team can set up experiments, run it, and analyze it, and use it for the day-to-day development work.
So it's core, fundamental.
Yeah, exactly. It's the foundation of Booking.com.
The other word you mentioned, which is like a big word, which is accessibility. Can you talk about why accessibility matters, why you've prioritized it, and give us a little perspective on it.
Accessibility matters in so many ways. Sometimes we don't even know where to start, especially with Booking.com. Our brand mission is to make it easier for everyone to experience the world. And there's a word in this sentence, which is everyone. And by everyone, which literally means everyone. So we should make it easier and accessible for everyone to use a product and experience the world. So that's the first thing. And secondly, of course, there are so many legal requirements around the world coming up, already quite established in the US, that the digital product, especially websites, should be accessible to all people. And also from the business perspective, once you make your products accessible, you actually make it better for everybody. And there are many examples that has proved that if you optimize your products for, people with different needs, actually they will generate business value as well. So there are many aspects to approach it, but in general, it's the right thing to do, and we should just do it for our product. When we approach accessibility in general, we want to approach it as a holistic mindset to make sure our app is inclusive. So for example, if you want to make sure our app is compatible with dark mode, then you need to make sure the whole app is compatible to dark mode. It doesn't make sense. If you have a home screen in dark mode and you go to a different screen, it's completely bright. So that doesn't make sense. The same for all the other aspects of accessibility. For large text, you need to make sure that your whole funnel is supporting large text. Your whole funnel is supporting screen readers, because every tiny step that went wrong in this process could be a huge blocker for the people who are using that technology. So you need to really think thoroughly and holistically to make sure that the whole experience is frictionless from end to end.
It's obvious that you have great experience and a great perspective here, and I love how passionate you are, and how passionate Booking.com is about accessibility and dare I say creating, a more human focused experience. I wish you a lot of luck in your new role at Booking.com, and as a user of Booking.com, I will look to see if you might have had some influence over some modifications that are being made there. So thank you.
Thank you. You too.